see. Close. This is new. Let's see. So that's the chat. Now what's that button? Do. What's that? Okay. Oh, so I can mute it too. Okay. Now what's that? Oh, I like that pop one. No, pop. That's crazy. That's right. So I'm gonna go to pop. Okay. All right. Now I can always share it later. So here we go. My name, Mimi. No, I'm kidding. So normally I would say this is Mimi in the basement. I actually wish I could hear myself right now, but I can't. But anyway, let me see if I can do it off of here. Oh, I can go to my page and see if I can hear it. Let me go. Hello? Hello? Okay, so y'all can't hear me. Okay, okay. All right, so we good. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure. All right, so I just wanted to make sure we can hear, we were straight. So there's a few things I want to start off with. First of all, welcome to my channel. There's going to be new exciting things coming. I'm still rebranding. Still going through things. But I had to get this off my chest because it was way overdue. I would say I would start from the beginning, but I have to get some things out first because I don't want to do 50,000 videos like the lady on TikTok that did marry, because about her and her ex-husband and stuff. But me, I'm going to not go into detail like that. For one, I'm a private person. I share bits and pieces, not all of it, unless I really rock with you. Um, Sometimes I might even give you a little piece to see what you're going to do with it. And that might only be a piece. It might not be the whole piece. So, because I have trust issues from being messed over, taken advantage of, probably pretty much like everybody else in life. So, I'm cautious. I'm getting over that, which is why I'm out now on here. I been through a lot. A lot of people will look at me and think that I haven't. They'll think that I'm bougie. They'll think that I'm stuck up. They'll think that I'm high maintenance. Hold on real quick. My bad. It's always interruptions like that. Anyway, um, where was I? Okay. So anyway, now that we 8 minutes in, where was I? So people think that pe- people are misconstrued about me, about what I've been through, where I came from. And I don't have to explain myself to anybody, but I'm going to call this video, like I said, confidence, not arrogance. Put the glasses on because the light, even though y'all need to see me and it's not dark, it's kind of bright in my eyes, so I'm not feeling it. So that's why glasses are on in the house. It has nothing to do with thinking I'm better than anybody else, because I don't. I am me. No one else can ever be me. I will never try to be anyone else. That's why you'll see me in a whole bunch of different stuff, because I'm always trying new things to see what I like. And whatever sticks with me, I'm vibing with it. You feel me? That's it. So I say confidence over arrogance. Along my journey, I'll say starting with my ex-husband, I knew since I was young, who I've been with for 24 years. We are now divorced. We've been separated for many years. I haven't seen him in probably over 2 years, or heard from him in over 2 years. It's been at least that long. But being with him, of course, like any relationship, you have your good and bad times. But because I was with him when I was so young, I didn't know myself. He didn't know himself. Imagine getting in a relationship where y'all are young. You don't know nothing about life. All you know is what your parents and your grandparents and your family members and friends showed you and taught you when you was younger. So that's all you had to go off of, jumping into a fresh new young relationship. So there was no questions about whether you're gonna be in this one or that one's religion, how we're gonna raise our kids, what goals and dreams we had. Like, of course, when you're a kid, you might have a little, but it's not that in depth when you're 14, 15, 16 years old meeting somebody. So we had a lot of learning and growing that we did together. And then I realized how much more I had to do when we separated. So I had a lot of life lessons all in between that time with him, before him, and after him. Confidence over arrogance. When you realize that you don't know that much about yourself, like that one moment, it doesn't matter how many relationships you've been in before that, you don't realize it until you're older, I would say. There's a lot going on in the world. And to realize how far behind you was when you thought you was doing something, having a career, which I was. I had a career. I was a groomer. I'm not a groomer anymore due to health reasons. Don't know if I'll ever be able to go back. I know I can teach it, but I wasn't my end all be all. So, as far as that relationship with him, I don't regret anything. I have my 3 beautiful babies from it. Well, I would say adults, because young adults and adults, because they're 21, about to be 22, about to be 21, and 15, about to be 16. So they ain't pretty young. But besides that, I still don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. Because my babies, I don't know what I would do without my babies. My babies is why I'm on here right now. Because I need to move forward. I had setbacks like anybody else in life. I had my growth spurts, I had my downtime. I would say this is my in-between time, me figuring out stuff. That's why I haven't been around a lot. This channel is going to change soon. So this video, I might leave it on. A lot of the other videos is not going to be on anymore. I did a lot of growing. For anybody to think that they could possibly They're sadly mistaken. We might have been through similar things, but it will never be the exact same thing. You cannot look at someone and envy them and have jealousy and and hatred towards them and their accomplishments and what their life seems to be to you when you haven't been through what they've been through or had the life tests that they had to get to where they're at. When you try to skip those steps, that's where it will always fail for you. That is why people don't compete where you can't compare. It has nothing to do with arrogance. It has nothing to do with ego or pride or anything like that. It is literally saying and meaning that you can never be where I'm at, exactly where I'm at, exactly how my life is planned out or mapped out, because my life was planned out and mapped out beforehand from God. He knew before I knew what I was going to do. The lessons I was going to have to go through, the steps I was going to have to take. Yes, we have free will and stuff, but God still knows what decisions we end up making to where we're going to lead, which is why he knows who and what to put in place. So I'm going to use this for instance. Say you're in your toxic phase, your low vibrational, low phase, and you vibing out and all of that. And you run across people in that phase. So they see you acting like that. You know how people do. They want to end up judging you and blah, blah, blah. Whatever the circumstance. If you out here running the streets and all of that, they going to automatically think you a hoe. If you out here chugging a bottle when they see you online, or if you go to the bar, whatever with them, they're going to automatically think you a drunk. Not knowing what you went through at home, if that was your first time out that month, so that was your first time drinking then, or when they see you online, they don't know what you're doing off a line because you're not online all the time to be drinking all the time. So, whatever the circumstance, it's a whole bunch of assumption because they don't know you. Anyway, they see you in that low toxic energy. And then a life-changing circumstance happens. And it hurts. Hurts like hell. And then you start trying, well, you actually don't at first, but things start changing where you have no choice but to get better. Where you have no choice but to sit the hell down because you're doing too much. And then you start growing. And you like that feeling. So you keep growing. Because you're still sitting down. You ain't got nothing else to do. You don't have no other choice in the matter. Because if you don't, things just keep getting worse. So you sit down and you keep growing. You start feeling like you're losing more and more. But as you're so-called losing more and more, You're gaining more and more. And then you start seeing things differently. You start having aha moments. You start feeling like you're having what people will call deja vu. Come a little closer. I don't know if anybody knows this, but how people say deja vu seems like it's something that happened before. It's probably because it did. Pretty sure it is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this correctly, but because I am still new to this, I'm still learning everything that I'm going through. But I decided maybe if I talk about it right now, it'll help somebody, even if a little bit, maybe one person. But anyway, deja vu. When you have that aha moment, that epiphany, like it happened before, that's because most likely it did. What happens is when we have life lessons and we go through things, when we leave that situation, when we pass that test, or, well, yeah, if we leave the situation, whether we pass it or not, or if we pass that test and leave the situation, God, and we're going to get on that subject. It's only one God. All roads lead to Him. But when you learn that lesson, God will give you another test to see if you learned the lesson fully. So you'll get another situation, another circumstance, another thing to happen, just in a different energy. Energy is fluent. So haven't you noticed that sometimes when you have like a person that left your life, or ex or a family member or whatever, you'll meet somebody else later on and you'll be like, oh, you remind me of this person because of traits or whatever that they do. That's what I mean by that. So if you had somebody that was a narcissist, I will say, because that's everybody's famous word right now. Everybody's not a narcissist. Some people might have narcissistic traits, but they're not fully a narcissist. They just inherited those traits from being around certain people. Anyway, God will put somebody else in your life, just like that other person that you learned a lesson from, to see what you're going to do in that situation before you move forward. That's what I mean by deja vu. Or just learning life lessons, period. Anyway, I really feel like I'm holding back right now. Like, I really feel like I'm holding back right now, and I don't like it. Because I got so much to say, and a lot of people ask me why I go in hermit mode, why I disappear so much, why I act the way I do, why did I block these people, why did I cut these people off. I was hurt too many times. People hurt me that I loved, that I trusted, all because they either wanted what I had, wanted what they thought I had, or my light irritated their demons. Or I called them out on some shit and they didn't like it. Because my mouth can get reckless. Because one of the things with my enlightenment, my awakeness, whatever you want to call it in your book, sometimes the truth hurts. I try not to be so blunt with it. But some people, because they've been hearing the not truth, false, lies for a very long time, it kind of hits them like a ton of bricks, you feel me? I tell people the truth because I want everybody to win. If I want everybody to win, that involves everybody growing. And for everybody to grow, that means that they got to be comfortable being uncomfortable to hear the truth, because once you know, you can't unknow. And when you do, it's up to you to fix it, or it's up to you to deal with the consequence of not fixing it, knowing it's right and that you're still continually doing wrong. Okay? So, here's a few things I wrote down. When you, okay, there we go. I was about to say, all right, I don't know where y'all left off. It said reconnecting, and I had to cut the Wi-Fi off so it worked. All right, so when you mess with a divine being, a divine union, sorry, I said it again. It's not a good idea, put it that way. Don't do that. When you mess with a divine union, anything divine, you're messing with God's chosen, God's babies, who he has a plan to help the world in some way, aspect, form. When you mess with that, you're not messing with the person, you're messing with God. And then that's where he's going to have to shut stuff down. So I just wanted to point that out there. So, with that being said, I am an earth angel. I'm a chosen. I am new to finding this out. But people that know the new me and the old me, they could probably pretty much confirm that right now. I've always been different when I was younger. I'm going to start there because I know I was rambling for the last half hour because I'm trying to get my foot in. I'm not used to being on here without my cards and stuff. I'm still probably going to pull out my cards. By the way, I don't do tarot. I just like shuffling cards. And the cards that I have is oracle cards. So, but normally with the cards, I don't need them to tell you what I'm already feeling. Mostly because I'm going through it too. Or I know people that's going through it. So I'm an empath. So I'm able to read people. You know what? Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to smoke real quick. I need to smoke real quick. Let me send this. Hold on, I'm about to send some invites. And that's crazy. I could see myself in my glasses. I do. You're the best for me. You're the best for me. You're the best for me. Yeah. You know I can see it in your eyes. And you know I love your smile. The way you put it on me. You know you're my baby. You know I don't wanna see you cry. No, stop. So won't you tell me where it is you wanna be? You should be here with me. You know what I want. You know what I need. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. You know what I need. All right, so you know what? I think I'm gonna pull out the cards just because I think I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not hurting anybody if I play with the cards. So I'm gonna play with the cards. Okay. You're the one for me. I'm gonna start doing this a lot. And I'm gonna be more consistent because I've been slacking. All right, so now, because I'm gonna go should I? Oh, I can't put no music on. They be tripping off the music, man. Actually, while I'm smoking real quick, since I sent out some invites, we're gonna... Oh, I could send it while I'm on the screen? What? Okay. I'm gonna... I'm gonna put my song on while I smoke. I'm gonna grab my cards. And we're gonna have some fun. How about that? So here's my little clipboard. So if they fall out, I just got some new ones today and some blank ones yesterday. So I got blank ones. I got Soulmate Love Oracle. I got... Now, I don't use the normal cards like everybody else. I literally can pull messages from everything. So I got some cards called Man Bites Dog. I think I got these from like a thrift store like a while back at my old house. And it literally has where it looks like a little news thing. And it has like different words. And I could tell messages off of that too. So we're going to use those too. Because I'll be like, Spirit, what? I'll be like, Spirit, tell me a story. Not tell me a story, but tell me like what's going on right now with the collective. And they'll tell me with different words and they'll just pop out. And then I'll just go like that. Then I have, these are blank cards. I haven't wrote on these yet. I got, how did these open? I got these couple cards. Then I got the cards I wrote myself with the stirred apart ones. So these ones are like the other blank ones I got. And these are question ones. So it'll have like yes, no, maybe. So whatever you have a question to. Like if I say, am I going to be a millionaire, right? It says, this one says, these are just distractions. First of all, because we're not supposed to be worried about money. We're supposed to be worried about creating, worried about the intent of what we want to do. The wealth comes later. Like, it comes with it. But the actual card that flipped says, yes, this is a wise move. So yes, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm actually going to be a trillionaire. But watch. So, I already am in the 5D. I'm very abundant in spirit. And your health is your wealth. Alright, so we have those cards. Then I have Love Oracle. So we have Soulmate Love Messages. And we got Love Oracle. Then we have these are Archangel Oracle cards. I don't know if you can see it, but Archangel Love Oracle cards. Then we have Romance angel oracle cards. Then we have these handwritten ones. So this is all of these index cards with different messages on them. So normally whatever pops out tells the message. So I'm going to shuffle some of those and have some of those come out. And I think I'm just going to do that because for me to tell my story, it's way more. Way more. Then I have the regular 90s, 2000 hip hop and R&B. And believe it or not, because you know how if you ever watched like tarot or whatever like that, they'll be like, oh, this song came to me or whatever like that. That's what I use them for. It'll tell me like the energy music wise, like what's going on with the collective. And these are just regular cards, but they're kind of weird because they don't have, like for instance, this says it has 11 and it has a 1. Then it has 4, 2, it has like a whole bunch of even numbers. Then it has 3, which of course is an odd number. It has a card that says number 12 on it. And that's as high as it goes, I believe. So it goes 1 to 12. So those are regular cards. Then I have the date night ones. And I honestly don't know where, and these are Ace Metaphors date night, relationship date night ones. I don't know where I'm missing my relationship debate ones. So I guess we're going to leave that be right now. After I play my music, I'm going to smoke real quick, and then we're going to why? How do I go to my page? You know what I realized? There's a lot of unhealed, unhappy people. And when you're happy, it irritates them. Why would you? You know, a lot of people got on me about getting a divorce because I was the one that filed, right? I was the one that filed for a divorce. Since I can't figure out this music thing, I'm just going to talk to y'all. So anyway, I was the one that filed for a divorce because why would I be with somebody that clearly doesn't want to be with me because they're cheating on me or the love is not there anymore? And ultimately hurt my babies. Because that's what you're doing. When you stay in a relationship because of the kids, no matter how toxic that person is, no matter how much they try to run you for your money, no matter, and I'm not saying this happened to me. I'm just saying because I've seen different scenarios with many different people. But why would you stay in a relationship where the children see that toxicity? They see it, and then they think that that is what real love is. You know, I done been through a lot of, I'm going to say adult things because I don't know who's going to run across this video. So I don't want any children to get the wrong idea. I'm going to say adult things. I've been through many different situations that you would consider adult things in my relationship with my ex. And then to become awakened, I realized, and this is going to ruffle some feathers too, God is not going to, yes, he loves everybody. He loves all his children. But it's too early for this conversation. I'm not even going to go there. Let's just put it this way. If you are going to stay in a relationship, make sure you're happy. Hey, Navable. How you been, love? You know I'm good. I'm always good. I don't really know how this works because I don't go live on here. I think this is like my maybe second time ever, and I had this page for years. So if you know how to send out invites or whatever, can you send those out? Because I don't want the live to cut off, but I'm not entirely sure. How's your dad, love? That's good. I'm going to smoke real quick because I was losing my train of thought because I got so much to say and I'm already at 50 minutes. So I'm going to have to do like a part 2. My bad. Oh, he is? Praise the Lord. That's a blessing, love. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. Prayers to him. And his surgery, okay? I'm gonna end up lighting my ass off. Fire, I gotta chill. Oh, I almost lit myself. Hi, welcome. Thank you, love. So, Nav, oh, come on. Right? That's what I had to do. I had to figure it out because I barely got to send you one and I didn't even know if it went through. But listen, what do you feel? And you know me well enough to know me, Nav, right? If anybody, like, besides my bestie, you know me. So you know that I mean nobody harm. I always try to protect you and look after you, and you know I don't tolerate no bullies. I have a no bully policy, right? So with you knowing that, what is your take on spirituality or tarot reading or anything like that? What do you know about it? Let me put it that way. Or what's your take on religion, period? Because I'm curious. You're not going to hurt my answer, my feelings. So, because I am into spirituality. So I want to find out what you know or think about it. What's your concerns about it? You being a religious person, because I know you're a religious person. And I know that you've had a point in this online world where people was questioning you, not realizing you because of your background. So, which is honestly what made me grow closer to you too, because I knew you was misunderstood and I knew your heart and I knew you had a good heart. You have a good heart. So I was confused a little bit at first myself because I wasn't woke then, but I am woke now. So I want to formally, publicly apologize to you if I made you feel any type of way when you experience that, because I know how it feels to feel. Oh, I love you too, love. I know how it feels to be publicly humiliated. I know how it feels to be bullied or be misunderstood. All because there's a lot of followers out there and people like following what other people say instead of getting to know the person themselves. So then people start treating people different and they don't even know the person. See, that's why I went on a blocking spree. I went on a blocking spree to block people that either I know was treating me a certain type of way because of what other people said. Okay, love, I'm here. I went on a blocking spree because I realized that people was treating me a certain way because of what other people say about me, not knowing the truth, going on accusations. There's three sides to a story. There is your side, the other person's side, and then the truth. If you are missing one person's side, no matter how many people are saying what they feel happened because they're only hearing it from that one person, how can you really truly say you know that side of the story? How can you say you know the truth if you still didn't hear the other main person's side? That means you're a bunch of followers and I don't need you around me, because while I'm down and I get my shit together and I go up, I don't want people around that's just gonna flip-flop like that and all of that. And I don't mean flip-flop as far as change the direction that they're trying to move in life to better themselves. I don't mean that type of switching up, because that type of switching up I encourage. I mean switching up where you treating me different and acting fake with me and doing all this laughing behind my back thinking I don't know shit and I know it all because of what someone else said about me, what someone else insinuated about me, because they mad at me for whatever damn reason, because I don't hurt or bother nobody. So I encourage anybody that sees this video that is going to be getting to know the new me, because you can't judge me. First of all, the only one I can judge me is God. Second of all, you can't judge me from my past because I'm in my present and I'm going to my future. I don't live in my past anymore. I am not my past. I grew from my past. So, with that being said, I don't have those type of people, or will not have those type of people around me unless I see with my own two eyes the growth. I'll say my own three eyes, because the growth myself, because I won't get played again trusting the wrong people. Now, if you come back genuine, and I feel it's genuine, because I do have a very high gift of discernment and intuition, then maybe possibly, maybe possibly, we could work together. But my name will be cleared from all the fuckery. People think, and I don't, everybody says, oh, forget about the past, blah, blah, blah. I did forget about the past. But when it started interfering with my future, my present, my happy space that I built up from the ground up, myself, making that networking and connections myself, that's where it became a problem. Because I'm not being run off my stuff. But I will tell my truth so I can move forward. It's up to you to tell your truth if you still want to be in my life. And if you don't, that's up to you. I'm still going to be moving forward. Ain't nothing stopping me. If you don't know about the number 444, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, or even my spirit guides and ancestors that don't play about me, if you don't know them personally, and even if you did, they still ain't going to go against it, because what I do is for God. I do it for humanity. I do it for the better of mankind. I do things in the upright. I don't try to use manipulation. I don't try to mess over other people to get what they have. Anybody that does what I just said I don't do, anybody that does those things will not make it far. 'Tis the season. A lot of things is getting exposed. A lot of things is getting shut down. And it is not me doing it. You see, it's still Mimi in the basement. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. Working on my plans. I got all my books and shit right there. I got my suitcases packed. So I can go on my new journey. Wherever God takes me. But gotta be able to tell my truth. I never spoke my side. Except to my bestie. And she's done enough already trying to help me get through this. So I don't expect her to do anything else as far as clearing my name. I'm going to clear my own name. There was a lot of manipulation going on behind the scenes. And I'm going to go back and tell my story, like my whole life story eventually. But right now, I'm going to tell my story for my happy place. So I've been gang stalked and targeted, and however you want to call it. I'll say for the last couple years. I would have to go back through my receipts to see the actual dates and all of that, to know like exactly how long ago it was. From people I either cut off, people I don't mess with, people jealous of me, people that just don't like me that I don't even know. But I had strangers in my inbox saying, oh, he don't want you. And I had strangers in my box saying, oh, I heard about you from this group. that I'm in that was specifically named and called uh, basically a hate Mimi group. A hate Mimi group, right? That was hell-bent on taking me down or just making memes. And I was like, but why? I said, who, what can any one of them say that I did to them personally for them to not like me? So when I first heard about it, I was like, you know what? Am I doing something wrong? I started questioning me. And I was like, did I do something wrong? And I started going through anything that I could have had, like a falling out with somebody. And I actually even wrote some of my people that I thought was my people. I think it was right before Christmas or right before New Year's one year, because this was a couple years ago. I wrote them all individually an apology for anything that they could have felt like I did wrong. And I said my piece. So I was like, how is there still a hate group? Then I started hearing about people fat shaming me. They started talking about the bags under my eyes. They started talking about my hair, talking about my house. And there was only one person that was able to go in my house. And I was like, damn. So that was like kind of the first time I kind of like fell back from a lot of people. But then I started noticing little slick disses with different songs that was coming out on the app with certain people. I started noticing how people was moving funny, where if they was having a party and before I would get an invite and then I wasn't getting an invite no more. And then I started calling out certain instances with it. And of course they'll be like, nah, it's nothing like that, blah, blah, blah. But then because I know a lot of people and I know the other side that they don't know, be like, yo, what's going on and blah, blah, blah. And I do have another name on the app. So it's like, let me go check this out. So I was in there like somewhere. And I was like, at the same time I'm in my inbox writing shorty, she like, let him chase you and blah, blah, blah. Because mind you, this is all over dude. Still love that nigga. It was all over dude. And then my light. So I'll say a dude, half of it, and then the other half was just me and my vibe. Now again, like the title is called, confidence, not arrogance. I am not arrogant because if people are telling me it's my vibe and I'm just saying what people is saying, and then I know for a fact that I have a good, spirited, fun vibe. I know that because that is what I want to give to people. I don't want to give them hate or negativity, then how is that called arrogance? But that's people get mad when I come in the room. And I'm saying people because I don't know actual names. That is the one thing that was kept from me the whole time. Because I'm the type of person, if I'm going through something with somebody, I'm going to go to the person's inbox. If I know an actual name, like certain facts, which is why I try to make sure I have my receipts. Because, and I don't look for receipts. It's just factual because people can switch their words up when they're speaking it. Remember, I said that before you get manipulated out of your blessings and shit. Remember, I said that. People could switch the words they're saying, but the text and stuff don't lie. And you do need to make sure, as far as with the text and stuff, that it is the actual text and not altered. If you get my drift. Oh, yeah. I was supposed to give out another message, too. Message. Men. I'm going to start with the men first. Be careful. These chicks is out here trying to trap y'all. Some. Not all. But some. Like if you suspect it and you already know you're in a toxic relationship and she's not all loving and light and blah, blah, blah and giving you hugs and kisses and shit. And she just wants to whine and nag the whole time and fuss at you and throw shit and blah, blah, blah. But then come up saying she pregnant. Be careful. It could be yours, but it could be not. It could be your brothers. It could be your cousins. It could be her friends. Because while you was on the outs, she was messing around with somebody else. Or it could be yours because she purposely trapped you with it. So you wouldn't leave her. Or to get your funds. So be careful. Hey, twin. My bad. I was just telling people, be careful with these females out here. They be trying to trap niggas. And then, aw, love you too. They be trying to trap people. Yo, I was sleeping too. I was sleeping. You know, I woke up at like 8 something. And I was like, oh, snap. I'm supposed to start at 9. I wasn't dressed enough. That's why I was like, I'm just going to wear my hoodie. But, yeah, I was talking about the females. Because they in desperate mode right now. A lot of them. Because a lot of relationships is like ending and shit right now. Because those was the fake empresses. They wasn't the real empress. So they're ending relationships right now and they don't want to let the masculines go. Sorry, I'm speaking tarot prophetess type shit right now because I'm on my enlightened stuff that nobody knows about. That knows. So yeah, people be crazy. I was just talking about, yeah, so people are breaking up with the fake empresses, right? Masculines are breaking up with the fake empresses and all of that right now. And they just have to be careful or they're going to miss out on their blessing and be stuck in a karmic cycle. And karmic cycles be lasting for like 5 to 7 years. They don't want to be stuck for 5 to 7 years dealing with that because they done missed out on their blessing. Just saying. Now, I will say it's not, and there's no gender in tarot. So it could be it can be a masculine, it could be a feminine breaking up with a fake masculine as well. No, that's the thing, twin. That's the exact thing I'm talking about. You just said that women feel like men should do. No, that's why I said fake empress. The fake empresses want a man to do everything and they do nothing. A real empress knows the difference between, no, a real empress knows how to be a real wife. See, a fake empress's version of support is damn near, I would say, sexual and money. That's what they be worried about. Sex and money. Not building a legacy. Not mapping out shit. Like, all right, I'm going to throw this on the table real quick. Since you here, since we talking, all right, being a real empress, if her man is doing all of that, if he's bringing all of that in, or even if he's not bringing that all in, because I don't care if my man comes to me with the shirt on his back. If he's gonna have that loyalty with me, that respect and that love with me, where I don't have to worry about him playing in these streets and making me look fucking stupid. If he's like that, I don't care nothing about no money. I don't care about the money, period, anyway, because nobody can buy me with money. But if he don't have no money, no job, no nothing, nigga, if you treating me right, if you are treating me right with the mode I am in right now, because I said empress, what I mean by empress is, okay, we got a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then I still got the other ones cooking up in the back of my brain while I'm focused on the main ones right now. And getting my EIN and making it a LLC and making sure nobody else has that name, while all in the back of my head, those other 10 damn plans I'm cooking up after G, I'm building merch ideas and having different pictures of what I'm going to have on our clothes, while I'm already thinking about the kids, whatever they want to do. They're already going to be working on their plan once they learn how to read and shit. Like, okay, oh, you want to do gaming? All right, you're going to have your gaming channel on Twitch, on YouTube, on Patreon. I'm going to be there because we're going to have a mommy-daughter channel with me and my daughter. And then my son and my other daughter, they going to have their music and shit. And they already working on a book right now. My daughter's supervisor at her job, she brought her own first car. Nah, there's a difference, a big difference between fake empress and real empress. Because a real empress will teach her child things like that. Loyalty is after love, twin. We talked about this last time. Remember when y'all was saying loyalty first and all of that? Nah. It is love first. Because if you don't have genuine love for the person, how are you going to have that real loyalty that you are expecting, that you want from that person? Remember how I told you, say you have a family member and you gave them your loyalty, right? But then they was way down and out. And they really needed the money, but it was to fuck you over. And they decided to fuck you over. Are you still supposed to have that loyalty for that family member? Are you? Like I said, you can still love them, but love them from a distance, because you don't gotta fuck with them if they're gonna fuck you over that quick. Until they learn to grow that respect and that real love for you, unconditional love, where no amount of money in the world is gonna have you cross them. And so, but I do believe in second chances. But you're gonna have to show me that you changed. But that's going to take time. It depends on how much time. It depends on the person. It depends on the situation. Yeah, you got to give the same energy. It has to be reciprocal energy in any relationship. It don't matter if it's friendship. It don't matter. Like, if you my friend twin, and you going through something, no matter what it is, if you going through it, and I have the pull to try to help you out with it, what does friends do? They try to do that. If I have that communication with said party, like say you going through it with your girl or some shit, right? If you going through it with your girl, but I'm your girl's friend too. Your girl is mad at you at the time. You gonna be like, yo, can you help me? Like, talk to her to get her to listen to me type shit. Yeah, I do, right? And you would expect them to do the same thing. Yeah. See? Right? See, we on the same page. So, but like I was talking about when you came in here, so how we was talking about fake empresses and all of that too, right? A fake empress will be one that's unhealed, or they might use their gifts for dark, or however you want to call it. What I was talking about, like the manipulation and the narcissistic stuff and blah, blah, blah. So, fake empress does things in a downright. Real empress does it in the upright. So, fake empress, they will do stuff like, say a girl likes another dude. And say the girl likes this dude and the other one likes that dude too. They're going to talk with the other one and make friends with the other one. Pretend to be old dude's sister while she's trying to be playing sister with the other girl, so she's getting all close with her type shit. Get as much information as possible. Opportunity presents itself. Bring that back to old dude and flip the shit. That shit a fake empress will do. Real empress, they'll still act the same way. They'll still show love. They'll still be there. They'll still try to keep the peace. They'll still try to get along. Till fake empress gets mad and fake empress starts attacking and building fake scenarios with other people. That's where gang stalking and bullying type shit comes in. Expectation thing when all things are obligated to them. Yeah. Well, that's why I said, real empress, what is meant to be will be. I let go and let God. He leads me. So that's why I still have my same heart. I'm always forgiving. I just protect my peace. If I know someone is purposely coming to look at my stuff to where they're going to hate on it, even if it's in their thoughts, even if it's in their mouth, that is still a form of spell work. That is still sending evil eye to that person. And then because of who I am, they will get in mad trouble from God messing with someone like me. So People don't realize that when I do actually block them, I'm blocking them for their protection, because I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. You feel me? So if I know someone really don't feel me, which is why my gifts of empathness and discernment is so strong, because I feel people's energy like that, that they really are hating on me like that, or really don't fuck with me like that, and I didn't do nothing. I don't do nothing to nobody to hurt nobody. I just stay away now because I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. And we see that's happening a lot right now. So why would I come around people that's already going through stuff? It has nothing to do with inheriting their karma. It's just hurt people, hurt people. So until you heal, you can't be around certain people, because, I mean, I wouldn't be able to be around certain people because it can potentially get them hurt when they're having a minor lapse in judgment because they're upset. Yeah, a lot of people would not understand what I just said, fam. They wouldn't. Yeah. To me, it makes sense. And that's why a lot of people don't understand me. They don't. Yeah, your gut feeling is called your intuition, twin. Those are the three gifts God gave you, that He gave all humans. He gave everybody the gift of intuition, the gift of discernment, and the gift of free will, which is why no one is never stuck. When they feel stuck, they're not stuck. It's their mindset. When you use your intuition with discernment, you're able to have your free will to make your choice. You're supposed to use your intuition to always choose right from wrong. If you choose right, good gonna happen. If you choose wrong, you're gonna have that lesson to learn, and then He'll give you the test again and make sure you learn the lesson. But you're supposed to use your intuition together with your discernment to make the best choice for yourself, which is why nobody is supposed to be listening to anyone else but themselves, especially when they're making life-altering decisions. Because when you listen to someone else, it's whatever ulterior motive that they have for them in their lives when they're making that decision, taking your power, making that decision for you. You are supposed to make your own decision with your life. Now, when you're in a relationship, it has nothing to do with how people call us the alpha female and all of that, where they think we just don't want to be controlled and we want to be free. I want my man to take me. I want him to dominate me. I love that shit. But I'm okay with and know how to do that with him as well. And he should know, knowing me, that I'm always going to lead us down the right path. Everything I say is only to enhance people. So if only I can have people understand what's in my head and how I really see life, how I really see things. People don't understand that it all comes, love, how they said love conquers all. Love conquers all. Love is the highest frequency. You know how they be showing like the frequency chart and all of that? And then think about what they say a wise man is. Because they say one person is logical. One person thinks with logic, and then they say another person thinks with emotion or with their heart. A wise man thinks with both. That's when you have that even balance. That's when you're able to manifest. the life you want. Because you're going to think about both. Just like a story. Story is 3 sides too. They have that person's side, and they have the compromise in between. He said, I know, if it's negative, then you're going to shut it down. You already know I'm going to shut it down. I don't bullshit with shit. Like, and I still be vibing and having mad fucking fun. That's never an issue with me. I still gets it in. Like, I might have been a little too free spirited when I was partying and shit before, but my dude doesn't have to worry about me being like uptight or like how they perceive church girls to be, cause I'm still gonna be that nasty motherfucker for him. Like, that's not an issue. So it's just I'm not doing it for everybody else. There's a difference. I don't fuck with third parties. Been there, done that. I'd have had me a girl and everything. But that was me learning myself. That was me exploring my options, decisions I made. And I've fucked up making decisions, but I really didn't. I done already forgave myself for my decisions I made that might have been the wrong decisions, because I know ultimately God had me go through those decisions. He had me going through it because of who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to share with the world. And if I don't have the test, how am I going to have the testimony? How am I supposed to teach people about love? About out of all of the stuff I've been through, I could still love that motherfucker like the first day I met him. Yeah, I guess. Nah, I did. I did. Twin, I feel like 5 different new peoples just from that year or so of like self-reflecting. Like, and y'all seen I was still out here. I was still doing my thug thizzle. I was still chilling. But I had to sit back and, what do you call it? I had to sit back and not only self-reflect, but I had to do inventory. I had to figure out what is for the best of me and what is not. And once you know that list, and you know if you go back to that other list that is not for the best of you, that can have you losing your freedom and everything else, it's not a hard choice to keep moving forward once you do inventory. Now, if you're doing inventory as far as people, not, nothing is ever set in stone. So that's why we was born with the gift of free will. We always have a choice. You can never blame something. So everything I went through, I blame it on myself. I don't blame it on nobody else. That's why you always hear me on the podcast, on the lives and all of that. I don't say no names unless I'm talking to my audience. I don't say that because I don't say what I say telling my truth to hurt nobody. I say it so they can learn where they went wrong, how to fix it, and make sure it don't happen again. Or they're going to go through the same shit again, if not worse. Because karma don't miss nobody. And I don't wish it on nobody. Because I done had my own. From shit I done in the past and past lives and everything else. I done been through a lot. People don't realize that. I choose to wake up and be happy. I choose to sing whether my voice is gone or not. I choose to go on a live where I know the whole fucking live don't like me. Because I still love their voices and I still got love for them. Twin said, every time you said your podcast and you did your things. Oh, thank you, Twin. I try. It's not, people don't realize it is harder. It is harder to do the right thing than to do the wrong thing. It's easier to do the wrong thing. It's harder to do the right thing. You're always going to have somebody trying to go against you because they consider that outside the box because people done did so much bad for so long. So if you do something that's right, it's out the norm. So people want to target you. Yes, having 15. Being lied. Yeah, I got 24, twin. Yeah, accountability. Accountability, that's a big one. Accountability. That's why what I just did right there was me taking accountability. I just said a few minutes before that, I don't blame anyone for me and my mistakes of me putting myself in those situations. That's me taking accountability. That is really hard to take accountability too, because when you take accountability, that is basically you having an ego and pride death. You're having an ego and pride death, and it humbles you. A lot of people be in denial. Yeah, a lot of people be in denial, and they hate when you call them out on their stuff. And they don't realize once you take that power back to where you are not worried about what another motherfucker think. Like, you are not supposed to be worried about what other people think about you. When you don't worry about what other people think about you, that's when you'll be the freest person everybody be talking about. See, freedom, to be free. And I wrote, this is what I'm calling my new thing, right? Free. Well, I actually call it free me. At first I had it free because I was really going to try to, like, I couldn't do free agents, even though that's my first home. But I was going to do free me. Free me stands for freely release expectations and evolve or elevate my energy. I haven't figured out if I was going to use evolve or elevate because either one fits. 20 years of taking care of people and fake ones too. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And you know what, twin? I want to take back that word fake. I don't want to use fake. So when I said fake empress before, I want to take that back also. It's not a fake empress. I would say it's a unhealed empress. So it's an empress in reverse is what they call it. Um, and as far as fake ones, I'll say unhealed ones. The problem is how we talked about leaders and followers. When you're a leader, you tend to be more real because you're making the choices and decisions in your life. When you're a follower, you listen to the opinions and choices others make for you. That stems from not being healed. I was a follower. I was a people pleaser. That happens when you need to be around people, because when you're by yourself, which I never had that issue, but some people do. When you can't be by yourself because you're too much in your thoughts. Too much is going on in there. You don't want to think about that. And that's how you end up trauma bonding with other people, and y'all end up following each other around. It causes a codependency. Yeah. You're supposed to get tired. You remember how I was telling you about your light irritating their demons? And there's also something called energy vampires. So, with them wanting to be, them being codependent on you until you put your foot down, because you was a people pleaser, you was trying to, here, you can have this, here, you can have that. You have to stop. You can still, oh, you're like me. You can still help people, but don't let them take advantage of it. How we was talking about reciprocating energy. Give it a few times. See if they're going to give it back. If they're not going to give it back, you don't give no more until they reciprocate the energy you already given. Or you could do it to where, all right, I'm going to throw you this, but make sure you invest it in something so you can flip that shit, or so you can invest in your future so you won't be codependent further on me. They have to respect you as well. If that's your wife or whatever, like I'm talking about in general, but if that's like your girl or your wife or whatever like that, and y'all have that established that she's gonna be at-home mom, a homemaker type, y'all still need to have the communication. Communication is key to every relationship. So you have to have the communication to say, okay, if she's gonna stay home, God forbid something happen where I can't work or I can't get this money or money's slow or whatever, what's our backup plan? What is she going to be doing at the house to stack up, to invest in the rest of the side of the family? So, like, yeah, because listen, think about the pandemic, twin. If it was through all of these females, which is why I get on them when I be on my lives, all of these females right now, if this was the pandemic again, and their dude was the only one working, and then the pandemic happened and he can't work, they homeless. They don't have money to pay their bills Because that happened out of nowhere. There wasn't another stream of income coming in, which is why you got to be mindful in what you invest in too. But that's what I'm saying, twin. What if what if you wasn't? And they was dependent on your income. But they sit home and they spend it all when you bring it home. Rich people keep money because as their money is coming in, money is going out. But not just to be spent. It's to be invested. It was very crazy. I was blessed enough to work throughout it because I was an essential worker. So I was a dog groomer at Petco, the grooming salon manager. So I was blessed enough to work through it. But all of those, that's when that shift started happening with females. That's when they started getting, like, they was already crazy money hungry, but that's when they really started getting in their bag with their shit. Because all of those dudes that was trying to get money and shit, and then the pandemic happened, they wasn't getting that same income coming in. So they just started getting cutthroat. And anything built on a faulty foundation won't succeed. Some way, shape, or form, God is going to make sure that tower fall. And that's what happens with a lot of people when they get in marriages and everything for money. When love conquers all. Because everybody should know that with money, money is going to go up and down. You are going to lose money and you'll get money. That is something that can be altered up and down. Love conquers all. $30 G's. I wish I did. Ooh, I just felt that. I was like, where the hell's the rest of mine then? I was like, what? Nah, I ain't get that. I don't even remember how much I got. It was like a regular, normal, like less than like income tax or some. It was somewhere around that. Wasn't no damn $30 G's. The people that was doing the $30 G's was the people that was supposed to be doing good with those PPP loans or whatever the hell they call those. Because I didn't get one of those. I never had one of those. Because I didn't have my business plan. I wasn't even thinking about no business at that time. Because like I said, I already had my career being the grooming salon manager and grooming at Petco. So I wasn't thinking about no business loan at that time. I wasn't even thinking about music or building. I didn't have my awakening until like a year or two ago. It was after the pandemic. I know I better not have one in my name because I did get a call not too long ago from some kind of bank. I think it's Wells Fargo or some shit. And they called me talking about someone tried to get a business loan in my name. And I was like, what? I was like, hold the front door. Let me get my notepad and pen. And then I got it. Well, actually, it was my phone, my other phone. I pulled up my stuff. Oh, I did write. I wrote it down too. I never got it because I wasn't thinking about getting no thing, no business. What's this message? Oh, I like that. That's cool. It like sent me like a little warning thing saying if I wanted to show the message. All right, so I got the call from the bank. I don't know. But listen, I got the call from the bank because I don't know if it was a scam or not. Because that was when that whole scam thing was going on where all of the, what do you call it? All of the businesses and stuff, how a lot of them was getting hacked and all the money either ended up overseas or something like that, how they was investigating that. It was around that time. So they called me from the bank saying that someone tried to get a business loan on my name. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm still working on my business plan. What are you talking about? I said, I already went to my bank. If I was going to go to a bank, I was going to go to my bank and open it. But I said I was working on some stuff still. And they was like, oh. So then they started trying to ask me information. I was like, no, you tell me what information you have for me. Since you calling me telling me that someone tried to open it. He was like, oh, well, something, something, and something about the FBI. And he said, we're going to turn it over to the FBI so they can further investigate. I said, fine. I said, how about you give me the rest of the information? Because I'm going to call them right now. And I hung up with them and I called the FBI over here. And I was like, I said, I talked to this bank and they tried to say that someone opened a business loan. I said, can you check it for me? And he was like, okay, no problem. He was like, and then I gave him all the information. Well, I gave him my name and stuff. And he pulled it up. And he was like, no, there ain't nothing under your name. You ain't got nothing on your. I was like, well, consider this a warning. If something pops up, the bank just called me. I'm giving you all the information. So if anybody tries to get a loan or anything in my name, I done already called the FBI and put them on alert. They tried, but I called the FBI myself looking up the number for the one in my area. I was like, because he was like, oh, well, we need this information so we could turn it over to the FBI. I said, no, you give me what you got. And I'm going to call the FBI myself because I ain't got nothing to hide. I was like, yeah. Uh-huh. Tried. They tried it. That was funny. So, fam, word around town is that actually, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to be right back. Because All right, my bad. Okay. Anyway, where is that? Cause, whew, let me take these off. These are annoying me right now. Okay, I'm gonna turn some of these lights off. Okay, let me put my hat on. So, apparently, word around town was when I was talking about how they made that group and stuff about me and all of that, that I was a tarot reader. So, because how I'm all awakened and everything and my newfound spirituality and stuff, which people misunderstand that. People think spirituality is bad. It's misunderstood. And because I'm able to give another, what do you call it? Damn, not Sprite. Another point of view on it, that is another reason why I decided to do what I do. So, you know how they say in the Bible, it's the devil's work, blah, 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 all of that. It can be used that way. But just like anything else in the world, anything else in the world, just like anything else in the world, there's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad lawyers, there's good and bad teachers, good and bad cops, good and bad kids, good and bad adults, good and bad employees. There's good and bad in everything, right? So, I'm going to use the example of, for instance, a judge, right? A judge has authority, right? So say one becomes enlightened because they had a good season in their life where they was doing right and all of that. So they become enlightened. They get gifts. God blesses them with gifts. Whether it's the gift of foresight, where they can see things, their intuition is heightened, their discernment is heightened. They have the gift of knowledge or the gift of gab. They got the gift of healing. There's different stuff, different gifts. So, thank you, twin. It's just they. So, with spirituality, with tarot, the cards of tarot itself, the cards itself, are only supposed to be used as to help you understand the story as it's laying there, because each card has different meanings. Just like words in a dictionary. Each word, you could say the word, but then what do? We need to know the meaning too to be able to use it effectively. So the cards in tarot is just a visual. Most of us with these gifts, we know it without the cards. So it's kind of like half and half. Now, the cards itself is not what makes certain parts of tarot bad. And tarot is not bad. Let me refresh this. The cards don't make tarot bad. The people using the cards with their free will to make that choice to use the cards for bad. When they have certain gifts and they know certain truths, but they're unhealed, they're unhealed and they don't heal, and hurt people. So say, I'm going to say a karmic tarot reader, because they have karmic tarot readers. That's tarot readers that in their life's journey are going through some shit at that point in time. And because they're going through it, that negativity is rubbing off on their reading. Oh, thank you, twin. Love you too. So their negativity is rubbing off on the reading. And sometimes they'll say wrong information too to manipulate the energy. Normally, it's for a personal reason. They'll either lie about the reading, or someone that's depending on someone else's information from the reading, they'll lie to them saying the reading said that and it didn't mean that, because not everybody can understand tarot. So tarot itself is not bad. Just like witches. There's white witches and there's dark witches, meaning light witches, witches of the light. That's healers. People don't realize, if you go by the actual definition of a witch, how they be saying they make herbs and all of that and blah, blah, blah. Isn't that what a damn medicine doctor does? Because there's good and bad in everything, which is why we're supposed to have an even balance. There's good and bad in everything. So if there's good and bad in everything, massage therapists, masseuses and all of that, they are healers. They're called Reiki healers. That's still some sort of that. And people don't realize that. They would never use that word because religion separated everybody. People didn't realize. You remember when they talk about the 10 Commandments, they talk about there's the Bible, right? There was only ever one. There might have been different volumes of it, but there was one, but it was from different points of view. And we know that even if it's twins in the womb, even if it's a twin, you still gonna be different than your twin. There's gonna be one freckle out of place. Your mind is never gonna be the same. Your life journey and life purpose and path is never gonna be the same. So that means you can never be identical twins, which is why they have twin flames, and it's the yin to your yang. Total opposite, but y'all mesh well. Not one person can ever be like another person, no matter how much they try. So if people know that, there should be no reason for jealousy or envy, right? Why would you be jealous or envious of what somebody else got if you know you can never be that person to have that? Why not just put the focus back on yourself and get you to that point? So, not all witches are bad. White witches are healers. Dark witches work with that dark mess. They put voodoo and hexes and love spells and shit on people, making them think that their cat and all of that is good, but it's not. And then when the spell wears off, you're like, what happened? That's because lust got you. People be thinking, and that's why you gotta understand, when you're due to get a blessing, when you done been through so much stuff and you're due to get a blessing because you done learned the lesson, don't you realize how much the devil is gonna try to intercept you from getting to that blessing, but he's going to give you a blessing, because the devil gives blessings too. He going to give you a blessing that's similar to the blessing you about to get, but nowhere near as extravagant. Similar to it, so it can tempt you. It's up to you to make the choice. Imagine having a blessing, right? Two of me, right? Having two of me. I'm just going to say two of me. So, it's going to be two of me. But one of me got the money and stuff, right? But she don't got the brains. And she's still lustful like me. So she's like mad similar. She's still lustful like me. And she tries to put on a cute little baby voice like me. And she tries to buy me things. Tries to buy the dude things and everything else like that. And tries to act like the damsel in distress and blah, 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 right? But then there's the other one of me that's a little more vocal. But literally heaven on earth, for earth angel. And then she tells you something about yourself that she feels can really hurt you, and she wants you to do better because she knows the potential that you have to be. She can read your aura deeper than what you show the world. And she loves you the way you are, which is why she tells you, so that person of you can stay longer on the earth with her, because she knows you're worth it. You've always been worth it. But the other version of her intercepts, and they put it on them. And you have a choice to make. Are you going to pick the one that you can build and grow with and create generational wealth with your family and everything like that from the ground up, with actual genuine love built on a solid foundation? Or are you going to go with the faulty foundation that only wants money and lets you get away with murder and having this one and that one because she really don't love you? She doesn't mind you creating soul ties with other people and ruining your life, putting toxins in your body and everything like that, because she doesn't care about you. She cares about what you can do for her. Yeah, twin. It's a cold, cold world, twin. It's a cold, cold world. I just want, I just want, I want men and women to realize that they are worth it. When you get your confidence up, anything is possible. And I mean anything. Of course, you got to have God first. But no, there's no buts. You got to have God first. But we're not supposed to be divided. The reason why everybody be dividing themselves and all of that is because we was programmed to make sure we don't advance. Traditions are peer pressure from our ancestors. What I mean by that is, think about how people be saying, oh, well, yo, that's messed up. Grandma and granddaddy used to do that though, so we got to keep going with it. And then you wonder why something happens that's wrong, right? You knew right from wrong in that instance, but you still chose to do wrong because someone else did it. Yeah. People don't realize from the time we was born, they always wanted us to fit in with other people instead of attracting, law of attraction, instead of attracting what was for us. They wanted us to go and try to fit in with other people. Think about kindergarten. I remember in kindergarten, there was a time where my teacher was like, Ramona, go try to fit in with the other kids and stuff and play on the swings and stuff. And I seen all the kids pushing each other on the swings and all this other stuff. And then I seen the other ones standing by and they had to watch because the other ones didn't want to get off and they was fighting over who had the best swing and all of this other stuff. But I wanted to play in the sandbox, damn it. They had some cool little blocks and stuff in there and I could make a sand castle and all of that. And I loved my mud pies. But I wanted to play in the sandbox. I say that because people don't realize ever since we was that young, they kept saying, go fit in with the other kids, go play with the other kids. Instead of observing us and seeing what we like to do and seeing how they can make that better or to help us thrive in that. Why you think some of these kids out here do be like masterminds on the piano and shit? They be advancing like that because their parent let them do what they love because it wasn't hurting nobody. I could see if you stop them because they're doing something bad. But if they're doing something they love and it's not hurting nobody, like playing the piano and stuff, okay, get them lessons. If they're playing the game or whatever, I know you got to give them a limit, how the society be saying all of that. But why not let them explore other parts of it? If they're a younger kid, why not try easing them into games and stuff where it involves them reading? So they would have to read or learn the words to be able to read it to play the game. What about stuff like that? People don't. What's that? Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh no. You said government? No, not no government. It's not it's not the government. This is way before the government. This is way back when. This is how we grew up. This is household. That's why I said traditions is peer pressure from our ancestors, not the government. Our ancestors. They knew what they knew then, but you know how they say be comfortable being uncomfortable. Because if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing and you're not changing, right? If you're comfortable and all your choices you're making is for you to be comfortable, I'm not talking about stable. Being stable and being comfortable is two different things. All your choices and stuff that you make, if it is for you to be comfortable, where you want everything in order, where you feel like you have to have that control, then that means you ain't growing. And if you're not growing, how are you going to progress? Right? You have to step outside the box sometimes. How are you going to successfully make any decisions for yourself in your life if you don't make any decisions for yourself in your life to see what you like? Just like, for instance, and I'm not going to go too deep into this, but how a lot of people on social media, they be hearing some crazy kink or something that somebody likes, right? Or they hear about, and they be like, "Ooh, what's that? Oh, I'm not doing that." But never tried it a day in their life. But it could possibly really be something that they love with their person. But they put on that front and stuff for how they say put that front on for the gram instead of being real with they self. Be like, I don't know what it is. I ain't try it, but I might want to try it just to see if I like it. Cause with me and my person, you feel me? Yeah, it's that's what self-love is about. Self-love has nothing to do with being arrogant and bougie or nothing like that. Self-love is me learning every area and aspect of what I like and I want for my life so I can better tell my person what I like so the relationship can last. If I don't know what I like and he does something that triggers me, I can't get mad at him when he does something that triggers me when I allowed it to happen because I didn't tell him firsthand I don't like it. Which is why communication is important. People be breaking up and getting in arguments and getting in fights and everything when they didn't even have that discussion with that person ahead of time to say, I don't want that to happen. Like how I said earlier, I'm not dealing with third parties. First sign of another chick interfering, I'm out of there. Because I done already been there to know it don't work out. And that's not what I want. Plus, I know I'm all of them in one, if not more. I didn't even tap into all of the sides of Mimi. I'm just beginning. They don't even have enough colors in the rainbow to switch. Whew, they don't. I'm learning me, and all of it is for the benefit of myself and humanity. Everything I do is to help people win. When I post my videos of me doing my little and singing with my songs and all of that, that's almost like remix my shit. Join me, vibe with me, build your confidence, and let's vibe together. We ain't there physically in person, but we can still do it through online and just vibe out. It don't have to be nothing all serious. People don't understand. People think because of how I talk that I be taking stuff serious. And no, I'm just trying to drill it in their head that it's not that serious. When you let go and let God, he going to lead you to your victory. All you got to choose the right answer. You got wrong and you got right. Choose the right one and he going to lead you to victory. It's not that hard. Go hug a tree or something. Get some balance. Walk in nature. Nature. Smell the grass. Go in a pool of water or on the beach and just sit in the water and heal. Release all your fears, doubts, and worries in the water and come back out refreshed. And have a karaoke night on here. Mimi's music therapy session. And vibe out. I'll drop some gems in between. Got my little cards. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. How we was talking about tarot and shit. Sorry, I'm mad random. I be all over the place. That's just me. But I got some cards. So, how I was talking about tarot cards, it's not tarot cards, it's the oracle cards. So I have the love oracle ones Love Oracle. Then I got Soulmate Love Messages Oracle. These are the Archangel Oracle. What's the other one? Oh, I got Romance Angel Oracle. I got, these are not tarot or oracle cards or nothing like that. These are just a regular game from back in the day, as you can see the box. And it says man bites dog. But because of my gifts, which I haven't really figured out all of it yet, but I'm able to see certain words or certain things, and I can pretty much use any different type of deck of cards, which is why before I had put up there my Cash App, because I was telling people if they started donating and stuff, it was only going to be for me to get like new cards and stuff. So this one says man bites dog, but it has different things on it where it just says certain words. So when I shuffle the cards, whatever comes out, I just say what I get from that. Like I'm doing a tarot reading, but it's not tarot because I don't have tarot cards. I have regular game cards. Besides the oracle cards is the only ones that's close to tarot. I see, I done told somebody before that I was like, let me be your twin, let me be your Trinity and you be my Neo, because my energy like that, when I get with them, it's like how when they recognized each other. When Trinity woke up, that's the energy. We don't need no words. We know. Um all right, so I'm gonna shuffle some and we gonna see what come out and see what gonna come out my mouth, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I need to smoke first, because I only did this once on live and it was on Star Maker, I think, because that's normally where I be. Okay, it's gonna be. All right, so which one should I start first with? Should I do Romance, Archangel, Soulmate, Love, or my random message cards? Which one out of these two? Black or pink? I think I'm going to sing after this too. Oh, I need to. Tell me if you're going to be able to hear me in a second, because I'm going to plug up my phone because it's about to die. But I don't know if it's going to. All right, can you hear me? Wait, are you writing something? Can you hear me, twin? Let me see. I think I'm going to do the Love Oracle ones first. And then we'll do with the messages. And then we do with the messages. So I guess I could take this out now. Tell them what's happening. So we're going to do the black one first. And like this. This is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what's going to happen too, since I wasn't on here with people before. I don't think. All right. Let me shuffle. All right. Spirit, what messages do we have for the general collective? Today, February 21st. Huh. So that was in reverse. It says, girl with the snake, empath, and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. That was in reverse. Let's see. Oh, I love you too, twin. That says date. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date. Interesting. Okay, collective. Okay. We're talking about a date. Ooh, that is entirely too much. And put that one back because it wasn't flipped over. And take over the flipped over ones. Okay. We got the runner. The runner. You can hear me, right? The runner. In a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Then this one says, love call. Someone expresses love. Why did it say someone else? What? Someone expresses love and a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. It means someone else. Wait a minute. And then this one says dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. And the last one was the Grim Reaper, but it was in reverse. And that means the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. But it was in reverse, which means the relationship is not over. There is a second chance. Okay. Okay. I'm liking. I'll say 2 more because we're at 6 right now. And I'm going to do an 8 spread. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. No, I'm lying. Let me stop it. I'm second guessing myself, and I shouldn't because I know exactly what I'm saying right now. I guess they don't want no more of these cards. Ooh. Addiction. Codependent obsession, possession, controlling, has a block restraint. I mean, I can see that because I I know about that obsession, boy. Are you so obsessed with me? Because it was mutual. Just saying. Now, this card that popped out says Healing Heart. healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Ah, like me, like yeah. Okay. Oh, that was it. We stopping right there. Actually, I'm gonna pick one for the overall. Over overall. Ah, it was two that popped out. All right, so we got camera and kisses. Camera, reminiscent, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make mistakes. Which why does keep playing with me? All right, that's it for those cards. That's it for those cards. The, the thing keeps trying to cut off on me. So what you know about spirituality, twin? While I pull out these romance angel oracle cards. What you know about spirituality? I done learned a lot, and I still got so much more to learn. See, a lot of people along my journey have said, what religion are you? And as soon as I say none, they're like, well, what? I was like, well, I grew up half not in church, but I think we used to do like the little community Sunday churches at like, I think it was like a Catholic church, but I'm not entirely sure. But then when I was 11, I moved down south with my grandparents. And me and my grandma used to search for like different Baptist churches and everything like that, because I think that's what she was when we was up north. But I don't really remember. I don't know if it was Baptist or Methodist or something. So we went to a few. I don't know what happened. I was still young. I was only 11, 12 years old. But then her best friend, Miss Betty, I love and miss her, she brought her to Jehovah Witness Hall because she was Jehovah Witness. I miss my family there too. So I had a little taste of like all of them, but growing up, and going through what I just went through the last few years, I've realized a lot of things with all of the religions, because along that path I've met some Muslim, I believe. I had someone ask me before if I was a 5%er. I didn't know what that meant. I always tried to stay out of religious talks because the way I'm built, the way I think, me thinking way deeper than most, I was like, if we all know God is first, if he's number one, if we know he's the maker of all, what is there to decide over? Why are we making a choice to go to this one or that one. And then if you're not that one, they want to treat you like an outcast, or like you're an abomination because you're not in their religion, when we all pray to the same God. So that's why, besides me praising God like I always do, I talk to him every morning, all throughout the day, every night. And I'm praying to God, nothing else but God. And my angels and guardian angels watching over me, my archangels and ascended masters, and everyone protecting me. Because I know if I didn't have that protection from God, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Because it's been me and me alone. And on top of that, because of how I am, because of my light, my heart, which is rare, that I can still hug and forgive people that I know plotted my murder. I can still love them like it didn't even happen. Yeah, I done had messages with people threatening me and stuff like that. All because of love. But ain't nothing breaking this over here. Because God don't play about me. And I got a plan to tag a lot of hearts. Don't you know, like, I really think the love of music is, because love is like the highest frequency. I would want love over everything. You know how they say your health is your wealth? Your health is your wealth. So if you're sad all the time, that makes your health really bad. People have really died of a broken heart. But when you're happy, when you got hope and you got faith, and you know if you just keep going on the other side of that door, you're going to be able to make all your dreams come true, or make someone else's dreams come true, or make the world a better place, which is what ultimately everybody would want as their dream. It's better than it is now. That's what everybody wants. But because they have that doubt, oh, that'll never happen, you're speaking that into existence. Law of attraction. When you say, oh, I'm going to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day. If you say, I'm going to have a great day, don't you know the people that be say, I'm going to have a great day, and they go walk in the office and they're the whole bubbly one and everybody's looking at them all sad and miserable type shit? But they're walking in saying they're going to have a happy day and they're going to have a great day. And they go in that motherfucker and they have a great day. They they're skipping all through there and giving people high fives and hugs. They made sure they had a great day. The other people chose to not join that. They chose. You have a choice. You have a choice to stay with the group of miserables that made their choice when they woke up to say, oh, this is just another day and I'm just over it and this is gonna suck and I wonder why this itch is looking at me like that and what's their problem? Why are they like that? Or you know what I mean, like, yo, I just made $500, okay? How am I gonna get to my 2,000? Yep, we elevating over here. Yep. Ooh, that looks fire. Let me try that too. Ooh, I like that over there too. Let me try it. I'll see if it's for me or not, cause I done made the choice to try it. And then if I don't like it, I stop it. You have the choice to stop it without judgment, cause nobody else is living your life but you. You are supposed to live your life. No one else should be living your life for you. You don't have to overthink nothing or think nothing else. Because if you woke up that morning and you said, I am enough and I'm worth it, don't settle for nothing but that. You don't have to settle for nothing. You are not stuck in any situation that you are in. If you want to get out of it, you have and was born with all the tools you needed to get out of it. It's up to you to make that step forward. Speak it into the universe and let God help you the rest of the way. Fear is what keeps people from their blessings. Fear. When you don't fear nothing but God and you know that God is love and that he's going to protect you because you love him and you don't fear nothing but him, knowing that he going to make sure you straight. Love conquers all. It's a win-win situation. You can't lose with God. And there's nothing arrogant about that. That is you following and doing your purpose. Because we pick things that we choose to do with our life. See, I met somebody along the way. He said something about he started off wanting to be a football player. And then he was like, but God had a different plan. God said, I want you to be a Reiki healer, where you heal with your hands, through touch, through your energy, touching. So God ended up having his ankle or leg hurt, and that's how he ended up doing the Reiki healing. Built his business and everything off of that. It got pretty big. It's the matter of sometimes too, you'll think, just like with me, I was with somebody for 24 years. Granted, we had good and bad times. But then we split. I thought I was never going to love again. I thought I loved a time or two after that. And it wasn't. Then I met somebody. And I still can't shake that person. I love the hell out of that person. I still love that person. And I love that person more than the person I've been with for 24 years. That's how I knew I didn't know myself. Found myself still love that person. I say this because sometimes the person you think that you want let me make sure I say this correctly. I'll just say a decision like that should be yours. A decision like that should be done. Like a wise man. But with your heart more. You gotta follow your heart. Which is why love conquers all. When you follow your heart, love's always gonna win. Like that song, what's that? Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river wide enough. Now I feel like watching that movie. Oh. Well, I'm still shuffling. And out of all of those cards, since we went through all of that, so 2 cards did pop out while I was doing my chatting. One of them says very soon. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I already stated what I wanted. I want my heart back. Then this one says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That is always a must. You are supposed to clear your energy because sometimes people, even just giving them a hug, a handshake, brushing across them, energy vampires. Not everybody. I'm just saying there's certain people. So, and then some people, they'll get so attached to your energy. You have to pull that back sometimes or it'll drain you. And not even, and that's only some people. It's not everybody. How do I explain? It's kind of like, I don't even know how to explain that right now. It's just something I know. It's something I know. It says clear your energy. Just clear your energy. Like, that'll be where, you know how normally you're a little social butterfly and then there's certain times where you just stay more in. You're like replenishing your energy. You're cleansing your energy. So you can give back into yourself. This says past life relationship. You have known each other before. I definitely believe that. Because this connection is out this fucking world. Why does this feel like I'm doing like a live personal? This is crazy. I said general energy. It's not energy that high. It's like... wedding. This situation involves marriage. Word. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I think that's what I'm doing. Thanks. I've been a hermit for a while. You know what? I'm done with this right now. Maybe I should do the... I don't know. I just like shuffling the cards. How about that? So I'm just going to shuffle cards. I'm not doing the cards no more. I'm not going to do the cards anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Oh, gotta flip those up. Right side up. Right side up. So, twin. Here's my drink. How you been, twin? I think I'm about to cut this off, though. I feel like going to sing. I want to sing. You should come over to Star Maker. I'm about to sing. Sing a song. You'll stay on my mind every day and every night. You'll stay on my mind every day, every night. Oh, I can't go before I give you the Archangel messages, because that's advice for now. So, Archangel advice. General message. General message, please. General. Claircognizance. Cognizance. I can't speak right now. Alright, this one says Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. Okay? Whoa. Okay, that's a lot. No, that's too many. That's like a whole stack. This one was by itself, so we're gonna go with this one. This one says comfort. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Aww. Well, I thank you, Archangel Azrael and Archangel Uriel. It's so nice. I swear, this is feeling like a crazy... Alright, let's see. Clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. I like that. That one went sideways. Clairsentient, Archangel Ragiel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay. Yes, let's shuffle. So one more time. Okay. Gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay. All is well, Archangel Jeremiel. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I threw a full stack. A minute. Two more, Spirit. Two more. Okay. And that was in reverse. A spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you a stoic information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay. Last one. Angel therapy. Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. I allow you to take my burdens and my cares and worries. Okay. Well, there you go with your messages. Right after these messages, I can't even, I've been on here way too long. It's been 180 minutes. 180 minutes. So we're gonna go. I thank you all who came. I hope you enjoy whenever you see this. Who comes after? I know I was all over the place in this video, but I know I'm holding back a lot right now, but I'm trying to get my wording together. I want to be as helpful as possible. So I use my experiences because I can only speak my truth. I can't speak anyone else's truth. But I speak my experiences to help guide people so we can start breaking these generational curses of feeling like we're obligated to do what they did in the past. And the past can be as early as a minute ago. A few seconds ago is still the past. So anything that was done before that, you don't have to be obligated to uphold with what they did. You ever heard of the saying, um, family traditions? You can take family traditions out and replace them with new ones, because you're supposed to always evolve and grow. If not, then what are you really building for your family? When you create generational wealth is where they have that residual income coming in. Where if you're gone, it's going to still be coming in. So if you happen to make a business or whatever, where it's with your physical hands, to create generational wealth for that, you're going to need to think outside the box, like building a brand so your name is known, not just the product but the services. You make merch depending on what it is. If you're a healer with your hands, you can make some kind of ointment or something that goes with that, to where it makes it a brand. If you're a writer, make sure it's copyrighted. Make sure that eventually you can make something that can keep going on, or keep going on as a trend, or make something that stands out. Make it into a book or something. Make it into poems or posters or lines in a movie. Think outside the box. Ball players or any actress or famous person, make those dolls. Put yourself in a comic book or a movie. Residual income, generational wealth. Break the generational curse of lack mindset and create generational wealth. People don't even realize that another one of a lot of families' curses, of generational curses, is depression. Not even just lack mindset. They got depression. They got toxic narcissistic traits. Like, if you learn a certain way to live and then you teach your children that, or they experience that or see that, or they're taught that is how things are supposed to be done, then that's you keeping the generational curse going. When you know that you was born knowing right from wrong, and you was, probably didn't trigger until your terrible twos. People call it the terrible twos because then that's when you start really knowing. So when they be lurking around the corner, seeing if mommy or daddy's right there, before they do something bad, you see right there that child knew right from wrong, and that was without them reading the Bible. So people can't use the Bible as a crutch anymore, as a shield anymore for their, I'll say, unhealed traits. You cannot judge somebody from their religion when they don't hurt anybody, when they're not hurting anybody, when they show love and light, where they support everybody. don't get mad if they call you out on your BS, or you jealous of them for whatever reason, but still go and copy them, but still want to judge them because they're not in your religion. Make it make sense. I'm just going to leave that with people. Make it make sense, because we need to do better, or our kids do not have a chance to make it. Right now, people supposed to be, they keep talking about all of these alien sightings, and don't even get me on that topic. That's a whole nother video. But people be talking about the aliens and all of that, and saying that they hear whatever, or that our ozone layer is breaking because we keep drifting too close to the sun. Why you think they're building the domes and stuff on Mars and everything like that? I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole nother video. But why are we worried about who got the most money, who got the fastest cars, instead of working with NASA, who shut down because they putting funds on other BS campaigns and everything like that? Instead of working with NASA and them to try to get us on this so-called Goldilocks planet and everything like that. Like I said, we're not gonna talk about that and Stargates and all that. We're not gonna talk about that right now. That's a whole nother video. All I'm saying is, if we want stuff to change, we need to switch our mindset. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, if we want things to change, we have to switch our mindset. If we don't switch our mindset, there's no hope. And our mindset switching starts with, like I put on my note the other day on Instagram. I said, try a little tenderness. Just a little bit. Like, let go of that ego and pride. Be a little bit softer. Communication is key. And a lot of people mistake communication for nagging. When I ask you a question, it's to ask you a question so I understand better. So I can understand you better, or the situation better. So if it does upset you, I know what upset you, so I don't do it again. It's not to nag. People get that confused a lot. If I ask a chick what's going on with such and such, because I know I'm feeling them, but if they're feeling them, I'll back off. And I said that, and they be like, oh no, I'm just a sis, but didn't do some underhanded back shit. But then I'm supposed to be the bad person when I confronted ahead of time and say, yo, if you have a thing, I'm not that type to step on nobody's toes. I can be cordial and be respectful and still show love and have love for you and be around you, because I know how to be an adult. It's called being an adult. So I can be around you and be totally fine. But I'm not going to sit around you and let you play in my face, because I'm going to tell you about yourself. And then I'm going to be the bad guy because somebody's going to get all sensitive. All I say is, give me the same respect, or anybody the same respect that you would want yourself. Just like it says, how everybody be talking about the Bible. Treat others as you want to be treated. That's why I show love to everybody. Because I know how it feels to not be. To be outcast. To be bullied. To be not liked. And I still have to smile and be happy because I chose to be happy that day. And I wasn't going to let their frown turn mine upside down. So I still show up as me, my true authentic self, whether it upsets people or not, because all I know how to be is me. If I'm not me and I don't come like that, and I do have down days too, because everybody has life and I am not perfect. I am not perfect. I just choose to try to be happy every day. That's it. But you never know what somebody is going through behind the scenes to be judging them because they come in there happy and they're not hurting anybody. They're showing love to everybody and they try to comment under everybody's stuff as much as possible, and they try to share everybody's stuff even though they're not getting paid for it, and they try to show up when people have concerts and stuff and they have birthday jams because they show love and they would want the same thing in return. All I try to do is help everybody. I want everybody to win because I know what I'm doing behind the scenes to build for me and mine. And I don't want nobody to be left behind. So then I go out there and I share my knowledge so hopefully people can wake up and help them and theirs. I'm not going to do the work for you. And that's where people get it confused with that confidence and that arrogance. They think because I'm choosing to not sit down and bow down and let you take advantage of me to do it for you, that I'm a B now. That I'm acting funny. I'm switching up. I'm not going to do it for you. I told you how to get it. I'm doing my part for me and mine. And unless we're in a partnership, unless I got a ring on it or something, I'm doing this for me and mine because I done gave too much. And I got nothing in return. I'm by myself in my mother's fucking basement, building my plan. I done gave too much. So unless I get it in return, that's why I said, twin, earlier, that your health is your wealth. I always sacrificed my health for money before me working and me doing my career because my ex wasn't legally here. He was from another country, from Africa, from Liberia. So him not being from here, I had to work for everything I got. I was head of household. He wanted to be, and he used to get mad saying, the Americans, they don't realize y'all have social security cards, and if you do got good health, you're able to legally work. And they didn't want to work, and he wanted to work and he couldn't work legally without possibly getting deported from his family. So having that on top of us not knowing each other, that was a lot. You do gotta separate yourself from others to be better. But as soon as you do that, from them getting so codependent on your energy, from them getting so used to you being around to where you're not around, and if your energy is that high, that potent, to where they feel you when you're not there too, that's gonna leave a salty taste in their mouth. That gets people in their feelings, thinking people switched up or thinking people's plotting. So then they try to go plotting on people, and people ain't even studying them. People is working on themselves. Ain't nobody plotting. I'm plotting on my victory with my life. And I'm talking to females right now. I got females on my case. Probably some males too, because they mad that I said no. Yes, I be out here performing these songs on the karaoke apps, and it seems like I'm flirting and shit. And sometimes I might be, because I am fucking single. I don't have a title. I done asked for a title. I didn't get my title. So then I'm single. It is what it is. For now. Because God's going to bring me somebody. He already promised me that. He said, it's your time, baby. It's your time for a treat. Because you done did the work. So that I ain't worried about. I actually already turned down a few. Until it comes in correct. Not manipulated. Comes in correct. Not manipulated. Comes in true and authentic. And I'll be able to tell. Comes in true and authentic. And I'll be there with open arms. It's, I just want real. I give real. I'm not perfect. That's why I be on here smoking and shit. I just be vibing out. I'm not perfect. I come on here in my hoodie. I'm not all dressed up and bedazzled up. You might see that from time to time. You might. But, and this is not me all the time either. I have some times where I'm probably like a nerdy school teacher. Then I have the hood come out, and then and I wouldn't even say hood. Let me take that back. I don't call it hood. I call it a Mimi vibe. Where my voice is switching from northern to southern. I don't know what's happening. It's just, I don't know. There's so much in my head right now. And I wish I had that is what I want. I want someone that I can sit there and have that back and forth type conversation with. I'm going to manifest that right on here. No, I'm lying. I already got it. That's literally how I talk to God every day. How we're talking right now. My dad knows I'm stubborn. Me and my dad like this. My dad meaning God right now. I call God my dad. I'd be like, but Dad, how come? Yeah. See, but that's the thing, twin. You see how everybody always says, because twin said nobody ain't perfect. If we was, we wouldn't be in the situation we at. And that's facts. But see how everybody is always the first one to say, ain't nobody perfect. They'll be like, ain't nobody perfect. Okay, so if you know that ain't nobody perfect, that I could have been going through my ego and pride death right now, and then my peoples could have had theirs like a couple months ago, but then my other peoples could have had theirs like 5 years ago. because everybody has their awakenings and all of that at different times. Nobody's seasoned to win, to lose, to have their awakening, to have their rebirth, all of that. Nobody's season is at the same time. Even if we was on the same frequency as far as tarot readings and stuff, like if we was in that same collective, even if that happened, our awakenings is still gonna be at different times, whether it's by minutes, just like births. That's why they call it rebirths. It's like you being born again. You're shedding your old skin, your old way of thinking, your old paradigm, and you're learning new. You're starting on a new journey. So, with that being said, nobody being perfect. If everybody knows that nobody is perfect, then why do people judge people? I don't get that. Like it really got me scratching my head. Like I don't understand why people judge people. If you know that I'm not like nobody else, if you know that you are not either, and that you have flaws, and that you are imperfect, if you know that, how do you think you are in any position to judge somebody else when your shit is not perfect? Because I need that to make sense. See, when I was saying in a whole bunch of my comments, yeah, you don't, nobody is perfect. With that being said, if nobody is perfect, you are not supposed to, that's why the rule is do not judge. God is the only one that is to judge. So, but they also missed that part. Why I say too, everybody wasn't meant to read the Bible. If you're unhealed and you go trying to read that Bible, you gonna have. Let me take that back, because everybody always has a healing process. Let's just say that you don't need the Bible to know God or know right from wrong, and reading it or reading in a certain part where it's talking about judging, we was not supposed to be judging people as a person. You're judging whether or not they are right for you at that point in your life. Oh, thank you. You judge whether or not, and that's why I tell everybody, I try to reiterate it. I can love you, but not have you in my life at that point in time. Because at that point in time, I was meant to go on a solo journey, if that makes sense. Yeah, I got judged a lot. I got judged a lot. Misjudged a lot. Where a lot of assumptions and false narratives was conjured up in their little cauldron. And I'm very well hated. Can you imagine that, twin? You done sit and actually had a conversation with me, not just being in a live and singing some songs and then people think they know me. You actually had a conversation with me to know I don't be on no mess out here. Oh, that's what the 5% is. That's what she was asking me. Okay. Nah, this chick was asking me or said something about in my 5% or something like that. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I started trying to look it up and I was like, nah, I don't think I am. A lot is changing. A lot is changing with that. Because a lot of people are, when they become awakened, because being woke is different than being awakened. So a lot of religions do have similar beliefs. They they hate me for my spirituality. Or more personal than that, I'll say. It's more personal than that. It's with matters of the heart, which the heart don't lie. All right. Yeah, with matters of the heart. So things getting thrown out of context, things people being followers and jumping on the bandwagon and not hearing both sides of the story, just getting thrown into it because of manipulation and stuff. So, and I don't, my, besides the people I ended up blocking, my inbox is open. People know when I go live and I put my phone on do not disturb if they got my number, and I know they do. And they can always reach out when they actually want to talk. I'm mad nice all the time. I think it's the latter. I think I think it's and and that's what I don't understand. You know, somebody told me that I intimidate people. I said, what? I said, you tripping. What are you talking about? And he was like, yeah. I said, wait a minute. I said, swear. I said, wait a minute. Wait. I said, let me. So, I said, who, me? 5 foot nothing, me? I'm only 5 foot, twin. I'm 5 foot. Now don't get it twisted. I can hold my own. And I wish a itch would try to come to my door and try to fight me over some bullshit. Psh, I wish she would. But she not gonna do that. First of all, Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron is not gonna let them nowhere near me. That's why I've been seeing 444 everywhere. So they definitely not going to get close to me to do that. But there will be no point. What is for you is for you. What is not is not. Anything that was taken from me is going to be returned to me. If it wasn't for me, it's not going to come back. So right now, while I attract what is for me and it actually comes to me, I'm going to focus on me. So if it comes to me, I'll know it's for me. If it doesn't come to me, whatever does come to me, I'll use my discernment and intuition and see if it's right for me. It's whatever comes to me. This is the season where I attract. I'm not chasing. I chased enough. That's the difference between the... I got you, spirit. I got you. I understand. I got you. I got you. Okay. My bad. I just had my aha moment. The difference between a real empress and a fake empress. Got it. Got it. Okay. Oh, twin, you already know. Ain't nobody about to get me out of character. I'm, Yo, the last time somebody tried to get me out of character, right? I was on one of those group call things, right? So I was just chilling on there, vibing with my people. Then a whole nother group came on there and started trying to do like the little question and all of that type shit, right? So then everybody started dying off because the energy started shifting. Because you can tell that was like the little bully squad coming in, right? So they came in and then, and I already knew because I knew it was a front anyway, first of all. But, and I knew they just wanted to come fuck with me because that was like the thing. We had our little game going back and forth. I'm not going to lie. I was entertaining it. We had a nice little game going. They gave me a little run for my money. It's okay, though. It was fun. It was fun. I'm giving them that. I'm going to give them that. That was fun. You know what? All I could do is laugh at it right now because that was fun as hell, though. It was exciting, right? It was exciting at first. But then when you start not being part of the game and you start being the game, that's where it switches. You feel me? So anyway, where'd I leave off at? Oh, so we was all on the call and everything. And all of a sudden, everybody started dwindling off. And I'm going to say girl one, girl two, and then dude. So dude left, right? Right? So dude left saying they was about to go do a song or whatever like that. Because we all do singing and stuff. So dude left. And then girl one, I'll say girl one is like mama girl. So mama girl, she be always starting off the conversations and stuff. So she was talking. That's girl one. Girl one is mama girl. Mama girl starts talking, and they start talking about some random shit like about the weather or something like that. I can't even remember exactly what she started talking, but I know we ended up on the subject of relationships and people cheating. Now this is her bringing it up. And then I'm engaging in the conversation, or trying to anyway. So I'm talking, and then you know how people do that slick bullying shit where they be like, um now it's three females there. There's mama one, there's daughter two, right? And then there's me. I'm the middle one. So this one's talking, I'm the one engaging. So mama's talking, I'm engaging. Then mama bypasses the question or comment that I say and talks to daughter and says, right, daughter, blah, 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 and about cheating and blah, blah, blah. And then daughter's going back with mama after I say something, after daughter says something, and starts talking to mama and says, blah, 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 blah. And this happened. And, yeah, my husband cheated and blah, blah, blah. And, I just had to sit there and watch him uh mess around with his chick and blah blah blah. And says, oh, but how do you know that? No, what she said? She said something like this this feel. What is she doing? Oh, my bad, my daughter's acting crazy right now. Then he said, no, she says, yeah, he cheated or something like that, but I just had to sit there and watch, and going back and forth and blah, 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 right? So that's when they finally included me in it. Yeah, she's raging on the game. She's online right now on the Xbox. Um, but she said something about cheating, and then that's when they included me. It was like, do you know how that'll feel if that happens? And I was like, oh, that's the kind of game they playing. Okay. So I just sat there and I was smoking and I was just smiling. And they kept going back and forth, trying to get a reaction out of me, which is why I said they're not getting me out of character. And then finally, dude came back. But before dude came back, because they was going back and forth, daughter two said, she wanted to ask us for advice. And I was like, yeah, sure. And she was like, well, And I don't even think this was on that call, but I know I was on the call with that same two before. And but this is the time when she was asking about dude, and she called him dude because she didn't want to give a name, and said that she had fallen for somebody, and I mean, not that she fallen with somebody fell for her. It was all in her inbox and stuff, and wanted her to visit or him to come and visit and blah blah blah, and she didn't know and wanted advice and blah blah blah. Long story short, because I'm getting tired and I want to go sing before I go to bed. Long story short, a lot of those type of situations happen between me and that, I'll say, mother-daughter combo. It wasn't fair. It did hurt. I got over it. I forgive them. Will they be in my life right now? No. And I won't have any connection with them right now. No. I don't deal with their third parties. And I don't deal with bullies. That was one of the hardest periods in my life, especially after that separation. And to experience that was something I should not have, over being unhealed. And I don't even know if it's jealous or not. I don't know the reason. But it shouldn't have happened. And I don't want it to happen to anybody else. So if you ever feel like someone's putting you down, if you feel like you're being bullied or attacked, if you're not sure if it is that, or if you're just misunderstanding the situation, or whatever the reason, go to the person. And if you don't feel like you can go to the person to talk to them, to have a adult conversation with, to find out if there's something you did wrong, so you can see if you can fix it or resolve the relationship, then you should not be in the relationship or around them. You shouldn't be around anybody that you can't communicate with. So I will leave it at that. And I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'll be back on here. I know this one was really long. I think I just really wanted to get the feel for it and talking and getting out my comfort zone, because this is new for me to be on YouTube doing it versus, you know. So I hope the sound wasn't too bad. And I thank all who came and showed up for me. I think, again, all who come and watch it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What was one of your highlighted moments that you liked? your favorite quote or multiple things I talked about. Pick one. And please make sure you share or comment or tag anybody that you think needs to hear that certain part of it. Like timestamp it and tag them down below and say, listen to this part from this point. Again, thank y'all for coming. All love. It's your girl. It's just Mimi. It's Mimi in the basement, as you can hear the heater. You can probably see the wood up there. But it's your girl. It's just Mimi in the basement. And I thank y'all for coming through. It's a Mimi vibe. 100.